Last week I mentioned that I wanted to cover a full sheet of paper with Pan Pastel, a color, a single color, and then put the powder charcoal over the top of that and create an abstract. So in this video, we're going to do that. We're going to create this. And then in future videos, we're going to see where it goes and who shows up. So come on, follow along. Let's have a little bit of fun. In one of the last video that I just did, I wanted to see what it would look like doing a color in the background abstract and then putting my charcoal over the top of it as an abstract over an abstract. Oh, really one abstract. But anyhow, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this kind of a ochre color. It looks a little probably more yellow here, but it's an ochre. I'm going to use this. There's a little bit of purple in there, but I'm not really going to worry about it. And I am just going to see what I can do about covering a lot of this paper up with this color. Like the whole thing. Normally what I've been doing is just right in the center and just leaving it. And I think, and I've been wanting to, the last video I went, gosh, I wonder what it would look like if I just tried to cover the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do today. We are going to cover this whole sheet of paper. I'm not going to really worry about trying to get the same value in all of it. Just going to cover it all. I'm going to say I'm going to be quiet for a second. Cue music. Something I do quite often, this one kind of prompted it that they have the kind of the layer with the tape on there, and to make sure I get this in there nice and solid, it's easier with the left hand. And the cool thing about the left hand is it does give you, when you do an abstract, when you work with both hands, left and your right hands, you have different strokes, different, if you will, different language with your different strokes with your left hand, different language, if you will. You're going to get different shapes. Might be more jaggedy, might be shorter, because whatever your dominant hand is, you're going to probably be more comfortable with. So you're probably going to be more comfortable taking longer hits. And then your left hand, you find that it's a little shorter because you're not as comfortable with your with the movement of your hand. Very cool. I just covered the whole sheet of paper with Pan Pastel. So now I'm going to just blow it off super quick. And now I'm going to move into my normal charcoal that I use. You can see the gold flakes in there. Go for it. It's so much fun. Oh my god. Trying to be really light because I don't want to scrape the color off. Time for it. I think I'm just going to leave those spots out. I'm going to move to a different brush. This is my kind of wedge brush. I like the fact that you can go big, or you can do the smaller shapes. So I will kind of twist and turn this particular brush. I think I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a while. Let me find it here. Well, maybe I won't. I think that's inside the house. I was going to use a feather. I think maybe I'll use this. Just that a little bit. Go to just a big, thick round. I just like the way the shapes on this work. You can see these more lines. It creates more random shapes that I really like. See, not as controlled as my right hand. And that being out of control is what creates some interesting shapes at times. Okay, open the back door really quick and blow this off. All right. I think I'm going to add some darker down here. Blow it off one more time. All right, so I think you can see the sparkles that's in there from the chunk, and you can see these areas that, you know, in just the light touching that I did pulls up to the paper. And so I'm anxious to see what shows up in this. I don't know. I talk about this all the time, that's the fun about this process, but I'm going to say it again, especially with doing something like this that I've never done before, covering a whole sheet, is I don't know. That's, you know, I know a lot of people love to plan things out, take photo reference. That's a great way to work. I so appreciate that. But for me, I have, to me, that gets boring really quick. It just becomes a process, you know, and once you get good at the technique of oils, it becomes a process, you know, and, you know, it's laid out, do your thumbnails, right? Do your value studies, then enlarge it, or maybe do a comp small so you can do your color studies, then you enlarge it, and then you actually, you know, shoot photo reference, get that on your board, and start painting. You know your technique. It, to me, it gets boring. I've just not been very good at that. It could be ADD, I don't know what, but that's what I love about this, is that this process is I do not know what's going to happen with this. You know, right now it's just a series of colors and shapes in there. Lots of kind of liney things going on in there. I don't know. A little closer. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the fun part. So waiting, I'll put this on kind of probably 10 feet away from me, and I will just sit there and stare at it and wait till I see something that shows up. And then when it shows up, I'll just keep going with it. Just follow. So anyhow, what do I call this video? Yellow ochre abstract? Covering a full page? I don't know. Even this is just adding small little bites in there. Bites of shapes. Which are fun. So anyhow, like, follow, share, and definitely follow. Just if you really are interested to see where this goes, I'll be doing updates on this particular one, this piece, and I'll probably call it Yellow Ochre Abstract. That way it's easy to find in the videos. But remember, all we can do is draw. Just draw. That's how you get better. You guys, take care. Bye. So quick update. After I got this all done and I shot out the video, I realized I didn't like the shapes that were in there. It felt very splotchy. So I went in and I actually went after, put a whole bunch more charcoal, and I did bigger brush strokes like this. And I actually pushed it into the fibers a little bit more than I normally do. And I don't think it pushed it into the fibers. I think just mixing the powder charcoal with the excuse me, the Pan Pastels, and creating a little bit more, not so splotchy, a little bit more areas that I think I could get more attractive gradients in. But I wasn't digging the abstract at all, and it just kind of hit me. So I thought I would do super quick and just come in here and change it. You know what I mean? I think just change it. So even after I did everything, we were done. I was like, look at the video, just draw, blah, 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 blah. I came back in and I just went after this, and I was just a little bit more aggressive with it, and I like it where it's gonna go. So anyhow, I'm gonna blow this off. We're gonna call it good, and yeah, just an update. Talk to you guys later.